Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man, tough season. Tough way to end the season. Um, very tough. Very, 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 very tough. Um, it's disappointing, man, to end the season like this. When you up 24-7, and then all of a sudden it just gone just like that. Um, and experience, man, and um just inexperience, celebrating too soon. This is why San Francisco is a veteran team like that, and they know how to win. And this is just another prime example of that. There's no way in the world we should have lost that game. There's no way. It is deflating. This is the type of um this is the type of game that can haunt you forever. These players are gonna think about that. It's gonna be invested in their mind for a long time. This is why people say you have to play a full 60 minutes. This is another prime example. This Lions team should have scored about 50, 60 points on this team. There is no way. Mishaps on defense definitely cost us the Vildor tip to Ayuk, leaving Samuel open. Why? Leaving Kittle open. Why? They contain Christian McCaffrey for the most part. You know what I'm saying? They did what they had to do. We can sit here and say that Dan Campbell shouldn't have went for it all those times. It was the right decision, just the execution just wasn't good. They could have did better. I thought, now there was some of them where I was like, okay, damn, man, kick the field goal, man, kick the field goal. But it just tells you that you don't have a belief in a kicker, so you need a kicker. This team definitely needs a kicker. They need a defense. They need somebody opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. We see that now. James Houston is a filler. They need interior defense. They need that bad. We can see that because we wasn't getting that much pressure on Purdy because he was running like Lamar Jackson out there, and there is no way he should be doing that. But this has been the problem with the Lions all year. They have a issue with running quarterbacks. The Packers game was one. The Bears game with Fields. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Lamar lost to the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. A lot of our losses, Dak Prescott, even though that was some bullshit that we lost that game. But hey, Troy versus everybody, right? But we barely got by the Rams. We really should have lost to the Rams. You know what I'm saying? That was a game Stafford overthrew some passes. Um, it got to take them how you can get it. If the Packers would have beat the 49ers, we would have had this game there. But it is what it is, man. I thought this was the perfect time to uh perfect year to win because our division is going to be tough next year. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to in the huddle Chicago, CB Sickles. That said tough game to watch, being up like the Lions. Yeah, it was tough, man. It was tough. Being at the watch party and just seeing all the people that were just so disappointed, man. That was, you know, and what Rex Ryan said was spot on, man. Like that is a deflating loss that is gonna haunt you for the rest of your lives. And it's just not. you can't do that as a team, man. Like you got to play a full 60 minutes. You have to. Yeah, I did. I went to Ford Field. They had a watch party during the game, so I was up there. Oh man, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. Shout out to my shout out to my friend Michelle for having an extra ticket for me to go there. So definitely shout out to her. Um, yeah, but I had a lot of fun, man. They gave us tiles, gave a little rally tiles. I know I probably gotta go. Um, y'all gotta excuse me. Trying to get this game room together, man. So it's gonna be a little messy. So y'all bear with me. So yeah, they gave us this tile for it. So gave us the tile, um, gave us the poster. Just a little poster of the NFC Championship. So they gave us that, the watch party, which I thought that was super cool. So yeah, I thought that was cool, man. But it's a lot of stuff. But I had a lot of fun this season being a season ticket holder with the Lions. I had a lot more fun this season than uh last couple of years and being a season ticket holder. But yeah, man, it was still a fun season. It was a nobody expected them to be this good and so quick. Um, the expectations were high. I think it's going to be even more high next year because they're going to be people are going to expect them to be good. So now they have to expect being good, and they can't let that get to them. But that division, and I'm gonna be honest, we shouldn't have been 4-2 in the division. We should have been 6-0. That's how I feel. And then there's cases that we probably could have been 3-3. Because low key, we should have. And being that you're a Bears fan, in the huddle, and I know you're gonna understand that we should have lost both games against y'all, especially that game in Detroit. I think the Bears let us win that. I don't know why that offensive coordinator um was too conservative, but I'm sure y'all probably said he's been conservative. That's why he's probably gone now. So um I think the Bears can be better. I don't believe they should get rid of Fields, and um I've even said this on the BCP. So shout out to the BCP, Bears Country Production Podcast. I've said this to them, like you got to keep Fields and get another draft pick. Try to get Marvin Harrison if you can, or another receiver, or you have to get an offensive lineman. Justin Fields has ran for his life ever since he's been with the Bears. So he has to be a running quarterback when you're running for your life. You know what I'm saying? And I like Justin Fields. I like the receiving core they have, man, with Mooney and Moore and Jones. I'm a little fishy about St. Brown, but y'all got some receivers, and um I think y'all should get a bruiser type running back. Like honestly, man, um I think the perfect running back for y'all. I think the perfect running back for y'all would be Josh Jacobs. He's a runner. He's physical, and I think y'all need that type of running back. So I think he could be uh somebody the Bears need to look at. But that's just me. Oh, for sure. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I'm always down to come on the show, man. Definitely. I love going to different shows and showing my opinion and showing my versatility for not only just Detroit sports, but with other team sports. Because I'm all hip. I know about the Bears. I know about the history because my family, my parents are originally from Chicago. So I know about Chicago sports, man. I know about the Bears, I know about the Blackhawks, I know about the Bulls, I know about the Cubs, I know about DePaul, I know about University of Illinois, I know about Northwestern. I know about all that stuff, man. So definitely, I would love to come back on. Absolutely. So just say less. But yeah, man. But I think the Lions. I know some fans are going to be upset about how the season is, but you just got to look at it like this. Nobody expected us to be here. A lot of people didn't even expect us to even win a division. They didn't expect us to go to an NFC championship game, a game we haven't been since 91. We haven't won a playoff game in over 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So people can't sit here and say that this is the same old Lions. The same old Lions wouldn't have went to the playoffs. The same old Lions wouldn't win 2 playoff games. You know what I'm saying? The same old Lions wouldn't have a quarterback that's going 5,000 yards. Yes, I know Stafford did that, but Jared Goff going over 5,000 yards, that's incredible. And people have been criticizing Goff. He can't run. Well, he really can't run too much, but he tried to do what he can. But that's what David Montgomery and Gibbs were like. They got over 1,000 yards. Like in a NFL to where you've heard the running game is gone. Don't tell that to David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. You know, they were dynamic. And that's one thing I will thank the Bears for. Thank you for David Montgomery. Because we are elated to have him. Heck, I might even get his jersey. Shoot. And it's funny, man. I met him during training camp and he signed my rookie card with the Bears. He said, "Oh man." It's almost like he was just like, "Man, that's a card I ain't never seen before." I said, "Yeah, it's Bears." He's like, but um he's so intense on playing against the Bears. Like, I think he's still upset that he's left. So I think he wants to get his revenge while playing them. And you could just see it in him. But yeah, I thank y'all for Dave Montgomery. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's true. It depends on how long we can keep the offensive line together. And also they gotta stay healthy because um Jonah Jackson was hurt. Um, Taylor Decker has played hurt throughout the whole playoffs with two of his legs being hurt and still going out there playing. So that tells you how much he wants to play. But we got some nice depth with offensive line. That definitely Panay Sewell. You gotta love his intensity, man, especially before the game. He is intense. We like Sewell. We so glad that we picked him up. And it's gonna be interesting to see how, I think like I said, the division is gonna be better. I think the Packers are gonna be a good team. I'm thinking somewhere within 11, possibly 12 wins if they wanted to. I think Minnesota can be good if Kirk Cousins can stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? And with the Bears, they gotta find an identity. And they they gotta get pressure onto the quarterback, and they got to do something about the secondary. I've seen Jalen Johnson get beat too many times. I've seen that secondary get beat with the deep ball a lot. So they have to get better with that. They got to figure out an identity, and they need an offensive line because you got to protect Fields because you can't have him get sacked 40, 50 times. You can't do that. You can't. That's how he's not staying healthy because he's getting hit all the time. So you have to have an identity, and you have to have a coaching staff and an offensive coordinator that will call that. How can I say this? He has to have aggressive play calling. That conservative stuff, it's not gonna work. I think that's what cost us, because I think at the second half against San Francisco, we got too conservative. You can't be too conservative in an NFC championship game. You can't do that. You can't. Never. You can't be conservative at any game. Neither is regular season, playoff, Super Bowl, NFC championship. You can't be conservative. Um, but all in all, man, I'm happy about this season. It exceeded expectations. Um, Being a season ticket holder, this has been probably the funnest I've ever had. Um, I've met a lot of people. Shout out to Mr. Banks, man. Mr. Banks, oh man, I can't say enough with this guy, man. He is welcomed me like a family member to this Lions season ticket holder thing. It is just, it's man, I can't thank him enough. So definitely shout out to him, man, and just teaching me stuff and then allowing me to do things and just everything, man. So definitely shout out to him and just everybody that I came across during this Lions season. Definitely shout out to my man Theo Shaw. It's another guy that helped me out, man. Cool guy. Um, he's taught me a lot, man. I saw him at training camp. Man, it was cool. Cool guy. All the way down there in Texas, man. He's in Texas and he's a Lion fan. Who would have thought? Like, it's crazy, but it's cool. It's cool. You said you need to grab a new center. The rest will fall. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, I'm gonna say this. With the Bears, you gotta look at how our team is. Because our offensive line has been horrible for a long time. And we got, and then it's just all about drafting. It's all about drafting, it's all about free agency. And you gotta have guys that want to be there. You don't want to have guys that's there, and you got to have the right veterans too that is willing to teach these young guys. You have to. If you don't have the right veterans that want to teach young guys and stuff, and that's another reason for with our team, like we got the right veterans that want to teach these young guys, and that's not afraid to have their spot taken by these guys. They're like, okay, well, I'm going to get my, but give them up. And then also too, what I think is a plus for us is we have a coaching staff that has played the game before, like a Dan Campbell, like a JT Barrett, like a Scotty Montgomery, like a Aaron Glenn, like guys like that who have played the game. And they are teaching these guys, like, look, you need to do this, you got to play, do this. And that's why this team likes Dan Campbell so much, because he's like one of the guys. And it's good to have a coach like that is willing to go in the trenches with you. And yeah, and sometimes his play calling can be crazy. You know, Ben Johnson can be a little conservative, but all the fourth down conversions, that's what got us here. I know some people are going to be upset with why did he have to go for it on fourth down? But y'all didn't say that when they were converting it, when they converting these fourth downs during the playoffs in the regular season. So they didn't have an issue when it was converting in, but when they don't convert against San Francisco, it's oh man, we should have kicked it. We could have did this. And understandably, there's some moments that you should kick the football, but at that time um they didn't have they didn't believe in the kicker. They just thought, man, it's just not. This is too long. A field goal, 48 yards, 50 yards. It's just too much. This game is too critical. We just need to just put off put our foot on their necks. And I can't blame Dan Campbell for that loss. The players, it was just drop footballs. It was just poor execution. Um, the defense just gave up too many big plays. Cam Sutton gave up too many big plays. Vildor gave up a big play. They left Kittle open too many times. It's like you can't do that with that team. But all in all, there were some games to where we won that we shouldn't have won. Like I said, we should have lost both of the Bears games. We should have low key. We really should have lost against the Rams. Um, another the Charger game we should have really lost. We barely won that game. you know, the Dallas game we should have won. You know, the Seattle game we definitely should have won. I think the Packer game we should have won. I think we gave them the Packer game, I think was embarrassing being that it was Thanksgiving and that long pass to Watson hurt us. But Jordan Love is gonna be he's gonna be a good quarterback. He's gonna be a very, very good quarterback. That Green Bay team is gonna be scary next year. Watch out for Minnesota. They might, you know, they might be on the they might be a creepy, scary kind of team, depending on if Kirk Cousins. I think the Bears is gonna be better. Um, I think it's they gotta stay healthy. Their receiving core, they gotta get better. I don't know what they're gonna do with equipment St. Brown. Um, I like Money Man Mooney, as I call him, Darnell Mooney, but I call him Money Man Mooney. Shout out to JD Barrett. I watch his stuff too. So that's how I came up with the name. I watch his Matt video. So shout out to him. But yeah, man. I think Chicago is gonna be better. Um, I think they're gonna it's just all about, do they have trust in Fields? Can he stay healthy? Can he has an offensive line? Like you said, they need a center. They just need to block for him. And they gotta get a running game. They have to get a running game. And they can't push Herbert. Herbert is not a every down back, not like Montgomery was. I think they missed that about Montgomery, because you can see how much they miss him in that running game. Herbert is more of like a third down passing back, a returner. He's not a every down running back to where he could get them tough kind of yards. He's not like that. I don't think he's ever been like that. That's why you need a bruiser type running back. That's why I say Josh Jacobs would be perfect for them. You know what I'm saying? The Bears need to look into him, because he would be that perfect running back that they would need. You know what I'm saying? You said okay. You said if Green Bay loses Aaron Jones, they might be in for a tough road. I think you right about that. Cause I don't think I wouldn't have trust in AJ Dillon. Um, I don't see him as every down running back. He's a bruiser, but I think that'll break him down eventually as an everyday running back. They need to sign Aaron Jones. They almost have to, because they have a very talented receiving core with Reed and Watson and Dobbs. You know what I'm saying? And the other guy, I can't think of the other receiver name, but they got talent. Their defense got better throughout the season. Um, it's gonna be interesting. But man, St. Brown and Moore. Money Man Mooney more likely gone. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, the Vildor drop was that was tough, man. If he would have caught that, that would have changed the game around for sure. So man, I don't know. It was just tough, but those things happen, man. But the drop of football, especially the Josh Reynolds one, I was just like, come on, man. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, yeah, I liked it. I liked Monty when he was with the Bears. I did. I thought he was a good running back. I was surprised the Bears let him go. I was very surprised they let him go. I was like, oh man. But he was a guy who ran the ball. I think he averaged what 4 or 5 yards a carry. So you rarely get running backs um that do that. But I would think, running backs, I think y'all should look at definitely Josh Jacobs, maybe Zeke Elliott. Zeke Elliott, he runs that physical style, so that might be a guy y'all can look at. You know what I mean? Um, I don't see him really staying with New England too long, especially with Belichick gone. So I don't know, but it's some running backs that's out there. Definitely some running backs out there. Maybe a James Robinson. Um, Man, I'm trying to think. Leonard Fournette, if he's still out there, I don't know if he's still in the league or not. I'm not sure, but it's definitely something. Yeah, the running back of Florida State. Yeah, he's looks good. Um, Man, I would say this too. Um, if y'all don't get Marvin Harrison, y'all might have to look at Keon Coleman from Florida State because I think he's coming out this year. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if he's coming out this year, next year, but that might be a guy y'all got to look at because Keon Coleman is a very talented wide receiver. I was hurt when he left Michigan State. Oh my God, man, I was hurt because Michigan State was horrible. Okay, cool. Yeah, he declared. Okay, yeah, that might be a guy y'all got to look at because I think if y'all have somebody like Keon Cole, I think that'll definitely make y'all receiving core better. Definitely, because I think y'all got some up and coming defense. I like Brisker. I like Kyler Gordon. Like I said, Jalen Johnson's pretty much your best corner, but he gets beat a lot. He gets beat a lot. So that's somebody. Um, but they're on the come up. They just need a few more pieces. Um, they need definitely a front four. That can be good if they stay healthy. I think the guy y'all drafted this year is going to be a nice player. Was Dexter, I believe. I think he can be something. Because y'all got to get something, man. Because man, losing Khalil Mack and then Raekwon Smith and I was just like, man, they really trying to make y'all lose, man. Good Lord. And Khalil Mack was a beast. Roquan was a beast. But yeah, y'all got to get a linebacker core too, though. Y'all definitely need a linebacker core. So, but I think the Bears is gonna be. I think they're gonna be a little bit better. Um, Maybe 2 or 3 more wins better. Depending on how I think they could possibly be like a 8-9, 9-8 type of team. Um, if they can stay healthy, they could do some things. But that NFC is gonna be nice next year. But I'm looking forward to the draft, man. I know it's down here in Detroit. I'm definitely going for sure, showing my support because this will be the first draft. I wanted to go to the one in Cleveland, but man, I just wasn't up to it. Plus, my knee was messed up, even though I'm still trying to recover from uh this torn quad, man. So y'all pray for me for that. I can still walk around with it, but it still ain't fully healed. So definitely pray for me for that. Um, but like I said, man, oh yeah, yeah, definitely try to go to the draft, man. It's gonna oh man, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. What I really and as you say that, man, I really want to try to go to the Lions and the Bears game in Chicago. I really want to go there because I've never been to Soldier Field. That's like I've drive past there, but I've never actually went to a game there. And I always wanted to go to a game at Soldier Field because I love like historic stadiums. And outside of that place, man, I think I looked at it and I thought it was unbelievable, man. Like the statues, the outside of field, I thought it was just incredible. Like I have to, I was just like, man, I was hooked. I said, man, I gotta go to a game, man. I gotta go to a game, man. I gotta go to a game. So Foster, what's up, man? What's going on? Just getting on here, man. Just talking about the Lion season and everything, man, and just talking about how the NFC North is going to be competitive this year. Um, I was just talking about the Bears might is going to be a little bit better. I'm thinking 8-9, 9-8, somewhere around there. Um, I think if they don't get Marvin Harrison, I think they should try to get Keon Coleman, or they might try to think about a running back. Um, Definitely somebody in the they definitely need to get an offensive lineman for sure. Yeah, you know what? I wanted them to win too. And I understand, things happen, but I'm not gonna lie, I was mad as I don't know what when they lost. But then I had to think about it like, who would have thought they would have been in the NFC championship game? I never would have thought that. So I was happy about that. I was very happy about their season. This is the most fun I've had as being a Lions fan in my life. And I lived it being a season ticket holder. So this is one of the best moments. And I got to see a playoff game at Ford Field. Like I never would have imagined that. And to see two of them in the same season. That's crazy. But I love this team, man. It's just I love this team. I love this coach. I love this organization, and and I love the fans. And they want and not the bandwagon fans. I'm talking about the real fans that's been there for the 0-16 season to the horrible season, the Barry seasons, the Bobby Lanes, the Chuck Landrys, all these seasons, man. The real fans. And we suffered a lot. We suffered a lot. Like us in Minnesota are probably the only teams in the division that haven't won a Super Bowl. Or maybe Minnesota did win one. I know we haven't. I think Minnesota did win one. But I think we're the only team in the division that haven't won a Super Bowl or haven't been there in a while. So I'm just like, man, this had to be the year, but hey, man, we tried. But am I the only? But I got to mention this too. And Foster, Walt, uh, everybody that's in the BCP, and just everybody, man. Am I the only one that is sick and tired of the NFL showing Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey? Am I the only one that is sick and tired of that? I'm getting so sick and tired of this, man. It is. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them showing. It's not because it's just the NFL is showing them too much, and I'm just like, that's what make me want San Francisco to win this instead of Kansas City. Like because I don't. It's just jeez, it's crazy. Think the trade back to get Turner Walls versus JP is going wrong. Okay, okay. APJ is good, but he should fall to us in the second round. Yeah, yeah, I agree. That's the reason they helped Kansas City win. Baltimore. Oh man, I feel bad for Baltimore too. I mean, to have that season, but I knew Kansas City was gonna beat them, man. I just knew it. I had a feeling, and I was just like, man, I knew they was gonna win because I knew they were gonna neutralize Lamar Jackson. Because for some reason, Lamar Jackson in big games, he doesn't show up. It's almost like he gets nervous the bigger the competition is. And he does that sometimes. I don't understand. And then he tries to do everything. When he tries to do everything and don't use his team, that's when they are not focused. You got to get to what got you there. You got to get everybody involved. You got to get Zay Flowers involved. You got to get OBJ involved. You got to get Bateman involved. You got to have a running game. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson tried to be the passing and the running. You can't do that. Said he risen too much. Yeah, he could be a beast. Could be a beast. But but you know what? I think as I think the Bears is gonna be okay, man. It may take them a couple years, but I think they're gonna be good, man. I just think they just gotta stay healthy and have. And I hate this. And I know some Bears fans is gonna get mad when I say this, but you gotta trust in Justin Fields. You may want to draft Caleb Williams. If you draft Caleb Williams, you got to trade Justin Fields because that just tells me that you don't have any trust in him if you draft him. Now, if you draft Marvin Harrison, that means you have trust in Justin Fields. Or you draft both Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison. If they still there, I don't think they'll still be there, both there in two picks. But you got to do what you have to do. So, yeah. Call blatantly on this page. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're the second toughest. I think the NFC, I think the AFC North is probably the hardest division. Like any four of them teams, um, it was possible. Shoot, almost all four of their teams made it. Everybody except Cincinnati, even without Burrow. Just think if they got Burrow, it would be dangerous, crazy dangerous. But yeah, AFC North is, oh my goodness, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cleveland. Cleveland surprised me. I'm like, geez. But yeah, man, they surprised me. So, but yeah, man, like the Lion season. I was, I can't get too upset about it. Um, It's sad the way it ended, but hey, it is what it is. Um, I'm about to fortunately I gotta charge this laptop because I got like 2% left on it. I want to thank everybody for coming through. I'm gonna do a part two to this tomorrow. Well, later on today when I have my charger on me. But I just want to thank Foster, thank Walt, thank everybody that jumped in. Um, Appreciate it, man. Definitely like and subscribe. Um, yeah, Foster and Walt. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow, man. I'm gonna finish this. Unfortunately, it's about to come out because I literally got 2% left. Um, Literally got 2% left. Um, and I cannot locate where my charger is. I literally got to go to walk around the house. So, but definitely I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Sorry guys, but I'm gonna do part two tomorrow. I got a couple other videos I'm gonna do as well. But I just want to thank everybody. Like and subscribe to the channel. And also, too, man, please like and subscribe to the BCP. Please, they got great content. Bears Country Production Podcast. Walt, PJ, Shorty, Foster. I mean, come on, man. You can't get no better than that. They got good content. They have great guests they get on. I'm a big fan of theirs. I try to go on it, and the Bears UK podcast too. I can't forget about them. So shout out to them. Thanks for always showing me love. Thanks for coming on. Definitely, I would always love to come on y'all podcast. Y'all, I'm never gonna turn down an invitation. Definitely. Y'all gotta come on our show too. Most definitely. Y'all definitely gotta do that. But we gotta support each other, man. No matter, if we Bears fans, Lions fans, Packer fans, we got to support each other. If we can get along, we should support each other. So definitely wanna say thank you a lot, a whole lot. So I want to thank y'all. And I'm gonna do part two later on today. Even though I'm going to a G League game, man, I'm going to the Cruise against the Mad Ants. So I probably might do it earlier. I might do it after the game. I don't know if we doing the XP tomorrow. I got to discuss it with the fellas. I don't know, but I'm definitely doing a couple videos. So before this go out on me, I want to thank everybody for coming in, show y'all support. I'm Steve, the New Breed 313 Sports. Check out the D313XP. Everything, man. I'm trying to get everything out. So before it goes out. So thank y'all very much, man. And I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace out. Thank y'all very much.